We are continuing in the Inner Geekdom Division tournament. Unfortunately, we had a last-minute replacement. Robert Meyer Burnett was unable to make this tournament, and he's being replaced with Sean Gerber, as he will take on Lions Den member Mark Donica. Who will prevail? Well, let's find out now on JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown.
Out of time, so say goodbye. What is yours now is mine, and I dream broken dreams. I make them come true. I make them for you.
Welcome back. So, as I pointed out, Sean Gerber is filling in for Robert Meyer Burnett. They have been kind of continuously pushing this match back, hoping that Burnett would be able to make it, but scheduling, unfortunately, was just not going to allow that to happen. So, Sean Gerber, all the props in the world to him. He's filling in on very, very, very short notice, emergency fill-in. And I'm curious to see how Sean is going to do. Obviously, we know he's going to be good at comic book movies. Obviously, being part of superhero news, that comes with the territory. Everything else, though, that's going to be kind of a crapshoot. Obviously, it makes me a little bit hesitant to see where Sean stands. You would think that if he was incredibly confident in his Inner Geekdom knowledge as a whole, he probably would have jumped into the tournament as soon as it was announced. Because that's not the case, I'm curious to see where exactly he stands in terms of overall Inner Geekdom knowledge. Now, some people are probably going to say, well, what's the difference between, Eric Zipper and, Sean Gerber? I mean, they both made their Inner Geekdom debuts. They had no prior experience to it, and they were part of a team that knows, a certain genre. What makes you think that Zipper is different than Gerber? Well, I think the main reason is simply because Eric Zipper was announced for the tournament as soon as the tournament was announced. So, so it made you think and believe, and we found out that it was accurate, that Zipper had a really, really good overall Inner Geekdom knowledge. He showed it when he defeated Mike Carlson. Sean Gerber, we have no idea about. Obviously, he's good at comic book movies, so he's got something to build off of. Donica, however, is a very good complete player. I would be very shocked if he has an off game. Ultimately, though, I'm hoping just for a competitive match. As I've kind of pointed out, the first round has been kind of hit and miss all over the place in terms of competitiveness. Ultimately, I'm just hoping for a good, solid back and forth match. Hopefully, this match will be able to do that. But with that being said, I'm sure you're tired of hearing me talk. I am tired of talking as well. I just want to watch this damn thing. So, without further ado, let's do this in 3, 2, and 1. Boom, boom.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am Mark the Enforcer Donica, and I'm here to get some work done. Winning is my business.
Start. Original series, not a movie. For that matter. Still coming out to the Rocky theme. That's so baby-face-ish. I don't even think that's a real word.
How would you feel, maybe
And here's to a good match. Cheers.
To make you Lions Den ready.
Lionsgate.
How would you feel about maybe joining our faction?
Oh, no! Oh, no! No! What is happening here? What are you doing? And you're the winner!
What have you done? Where's Merle? What did you do to Merle? Oh, wait, wrong match.
I'm gonna win it. I don't even remember the name of the guy I beat.
We're gonna set justice to this league by getting rid of that idiot. You are in the Lions Den.
And then the title match happened.
We brought you here so you could become who you were born to be. This is your moment.
It's only a matter of time before this image gets changed up and that championship gets on my shoulder.
Tim Robbins.
Power of Superman.
Champion of the world, Jason
considering himself a hero, did anything to help his chances. But he should stay ready because I'm coming back as soon as I possibly can.
And your winner, by winning
Boo! Boo! Yes! Yes! Get off the stage! Oh, don't you flip me off. Get off the stage.
Donica and Burnett, I've been watching them. They're good. They're good. You know, I took care of them, got them out of the way.
Donica Burnett. Well, that didn't happen.
The winner of that match. Donica Burnett.
I'm shocked that they actually visibly showed the tweet. That's well, not tweet, Facebook. Yeah, I don't know my social mediums. I came so close to buying that shirt. Did not do it. I know. I ended up buying a Sabina shirt right there. Only it's all gold, not the blue and gold. Ah, killed that wheel. Good luck, gentlemen. This match is brought to you by Britney Spears. Not really. Ah. You're doing the Rock. You're Diesel. You're not the Rock.
by Mark Baby Caratellis. Christian, you know when Space Jam meets avocados, it's a good day. It's
Hello,
a special
Mark.
day here
Hello,
in the
Christian.
Geekdom Tournament, like you said, we're closing out round one. We got a guy named Gerber, but it is not Tequila Magnate Randy Gerber, and he's going up against an evil force known as Donica. I don't even like sharing my name with the guy.
Well, the drama in this match has already started before the match has even begun. When you look at what was supposed to happen here, Mark Donica, who is in contention for Rookie of the Year, he's the fastest track to a title shot, just barely losing to the champion Jason Inman, but he was supposed to play Robert Meyer Burnett. Robert Meyer Burnett cancels, and Kalinowski says, no, we are not going to tolerate these last-minute cancellations. We're not taking no more special favors for celebrities or ex-champions. Doesn't matter what it is. You're out. You're out of the tournament, and he kicks him out. He doesn't care. And Kalinowski puts the call out and gets Gerber, or Thad gets Gerber. And here's Gerber, who had a nice run in the free-for-all.
Yeah,
he did.
Had a nice run so far with Superhero News at 1-1, playing really well with his teammate Sabina Graves. And this is a match. Who knows? Donica is the favorite, but that's only because we don't really know a lot about Sean Gerber in the Inner Geekdom division.
Yeah, Sean Gerber more of an unknown here because we know
kind of
what
the
Donica
thing.
brings to the table. And look, I will say the guy brings a wealth of knowledge. The fact that I don't think he's worthy of the name Mark has more to do with his personality than it does his movie trivia know-how, especially in the Inner Geekdom. So
I feel if Sean was drop dead confident in his Inner Geekdom knowledge, he probably would have been in the tournament from the get-go. Which is why I'm curious to see how he's going to do.
This is going to, for the right to go to round two, there's a whole lot on the line for Sean.
There's a lot on the line because the winner of this plays Mike Kalinowski. He's made that very clear that that's who he's going to play in round number two. It's either going to be Donica or Gerber. Donica brings the Lions Den with him, who's having an absolutely they're having a tough year so far,
That would
but
be
they've
interesting
got
if Donica plays Kalinowski
coming up here in a couple weeks, so that's going to be interesting. But what's going to happen today? Let's hear from the competitors and see how they're feeling.
What do you got?
Oh, Mike Kalinowski.
Hello, Ken. You broke
What a
my
world we live in. He's sitting here, and I love that Mike's done this. He's put his X's and O's on paper, and he's come up with some rules. You know, he's got middle management written all over him here.
I'm not even supposed to be here today. I was just sitting at home, hanging out, watching Marvel movies, and then all of a sudden I get a call from Thad.
You get a call?
Frantic, saying he needs somebody. Robert Meyer Burnett dropped out of his match with Donica. So I guess one man's trash is another man's treasure. So here I am. I wasn't, like I said, not supposed to be here today, but here I find myself walking into the Lion's Den.
You know what? The world wants to face this guy because Mark Donica is the standard bearer right now. This is your Rookie of the Year. Ethan Irwin, no. This guy has caused havoc here in the Schmoedown. So much havoc that Robert Meyer Burnett, gone. Doesn't want to face him, keeps ducking him. That's going to be a name in the history books only. This is the future.
Mark Donica's a challenge. Any man who willingly goes out in public wearing that much denim is a bona fide geek. So I have no doubt that that guy knows his stuff. He's a former #1 contender. I was here when he played Jason Inman for the championship. He lost, but it was a tight, close match. So I know I have my work cut out for me today.
This isn't about Sean Gerber. This isn't about Mike Kalinowski. This is about you, Jason Inman. I was this close. I was breathing down your neck. Come September 8th, it's going to be me at that stage looking at you and taking your belt from you.
Well, then it might be me looking at
So what,
you.
you got a couple of friends these days? Not worth it. I've got some too. They're the Lion's Den, and we're coming. The Inner Geekdom champion.
I'm not at all worried about the Lions Den. They can do and say whatever they want. Donica can phone a friend. They can run in and give him answers. It doesn't matter. I'm after the Inner Geekdom Championship. I've got my sights set on a lot of other competitors here. Mark Donica's just the first step.
Sean Gerber, you're the first in line. You're going down.
Gotta say, A+ on the promos for Sean Gerber. For just jumping in there, that was pretty good, pretty damn impressive.
Kalinowski doesn't care about anything else. Then Donica saying the same thing. Get out of my way because I need to play Inman again. The winner of this entire tournament plays Jason Inman at the live event on September 8th for the championship.
Yeah, I mean, I think that whatever happens in this match, we're going to see a lot of fireworks because, like you said,
Just need to print out my ticket
is going to advance to have
because
the greatest of all stages, which
my
is
printer
a
don't
live
work.
performance in front of
I'll have to find
actual
somewhere
fans
else
that
to
are gonna
print
be
it.
there cheering, booing. This is going to be a good test, and it's going to be a nice notch in the belt, a feather in the cap.
Like everything else in this
Right, and that's what Sean Gerber said,
godforsaken
too. He
house that
appreciated
don't
the free-for-all.
work
He thought
right.
It was a nice moment for him, but he was number one. This is the moment he believes could be the biggest of his Schmoedown career, and we're going to find out. Now, here's the tale of the tape.
What are they good at?
You got Mark Donica. You've got
Wearing
Star
denim,
Wars
is that one of the
or
strengths?
comic book movies, and the same thing with
No.
Sean Gerber. He's got comic book
Wearing
movies,
denim, that
DC
should be
movies.
covering last minute. See,
He's got
they
the
joked
similar
about his
strengths.
strength.
We're gonna find out how
Should have
much
been
you know
wearing
he knows more
denim.
right now.
Bunch of
I gave you
geeks,
some
huh?
notes.
How do you
Take
feel about
notes.
this? You ready?
Hurry, take
Oh,
notes.
I'm ready to go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for
Movie Trivia Schmoedown. 3 rounds to a finish.
Representing Superhero News, making his Inner Geekdom debut, Sean Gerber.
A little disappointed that Guardians Inferno is no longer with us. That's sad. I wanted to. I even wore my Baby Groot shirt, ready to sing some Zardu Hasselfrau. Darn it!
And his opponent, representing the Lions Den,
There's no easy way out. I see Apollo Creed dying as we speak.
one defeat in the Inner Geekdom division, the Enforcer, Mark Donica.
And the gang's all here. Gang's all here. Gang's all here. Go get 'em, Big Daddy Cool. I love that they do that. You can tell that was total improv, and that's awesome. First time they did that. It's totally cool.
And Ken looks hammered.
Yeah, that was Ken's been drinking some of that pineapple cider at the Art House across the street.
All right, so this is it. 3 rounds. 3 rounds in the Inner Geekdom division. Mark, how does round number 1 work?
I hope I can do all right in today. They say sushi builds brain power. I don't buy it. But we'll see.
Galaxy. Each question is worth 1 point. There's no penalty for missing a question. There is no stealing in round 1. Once we ask the question, please write down your best attempt at an answer on the whiteboard
of an
in
answer.
front. If you look at our competitors, already have the whiteboards and the markers.
I shall
They're
try.
Good gentlemen. You guys write down your
As
answer.
Ben Stein would
Once
always
we
say,
ask
I
you
shall
by
do my
name
best.
for your best attempt at one, please show the whiteboard to the cameras. At the same time, you verbalize it into the microphone. Please do your best as far as
I'll show you
punctuation
mine.
and spelling
The answers
goes.
will
We
most
not
likely all be
exact.
wrong.
All right, so again,
Except
10
Star
questions
Trek.
in
I know I
round
can get my Star
number
Trek.
1 here. Mark Donica, are you ready?
I'm ready for September 8th, yes.
All right. Nice.
Already thinking
I like
about that live event.
like
He's got to win today first, Christian. Does he realize that, you think?
Sean Gerber, how you feeling?
Even if he gets by me, he's not getting by the Crusher, so he's not getting to September 8th. I'm ready, though.
Then, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to Schmoedown.
Yay!
All right, question number 1 is in the realm of Star Trek.
It's
20
been starting
seconds
everything with
to
Star
this
Trek.
question. William Shatner appears in how many Star Trek films?
Do you notice both competitors, like, They're not thinking about this match. One is thinking about the live event. The other one doesn't care if he wins or not. He just wants the other one to not get to the live event.
It's true.
Are we going to be at that live?
5. I hope so. Okay. 4.
7.
3,
1 through 7.
2, 1. Pens down. Mark.
7.
Correct. Sean.
5.
Incorrect.
5. There were 6 original movies.
Donica draws blood.
That's not a good
Next
sign.
question comes from the
Learn your
original
tricks,
trilogy of
Sean.
Lord of the Rings. Finish
They're
this
superheroes, too.
Aragorn quote. The beacons of Minas Tirith. The beacons are lit. Gondor blank. The rest of that.
3 words.
Aragorn was great in Hidalgo. 5.
It's also in Young
4.
Guns, too.
3. 2. That's right. 1. Pens down. And Sean.
No idea. Is
Bippity boppity boo.
Calls for aid.
Calls for 8 is correct. 2.
Right.
Oh, look at Donica.
I mean, he might die if he doesn't get 8 in time. I don't know how that
Too
played
many
out.
All right, next
B's
question is from the MCU.
to write.
MCU.
Ran out of time.
In Black Panther, T'Challa confronts Claw in a casino.
Claw
In what country?
What country? Oh, God. It's South Korea or
Casino
Taiwan.
right in Vegas.
Chili's. 5. 4.
Looking for Harrah's.
Oh, 3.
I'll say South
2,
Korea.
1. Pens down. Donica.
South Korea.
Correct.
South Korea.
Got it.
Thank
2,
God.
3-1. 3-1.
All right, Gerber on the board, though, and that's got to help his confidence early in the match. Your next question comes from the world of Harry Potter. At the end of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, who was awarded 10 points for the bravery of standing up to their friends? We just need the first name.
I'm guessing it's not Harry.
The first name.
I would have gotten this.
You would have?
This one, yeah.
Good.
5.
You're a Sorcerer's Stone guy.
4. I like
That's
these
your
movies.
favorite Harry
3.
Potter.
That's not my favorite. 2. 1. Pens down. Sean.
Hermione.
Incorrect.
Ron.
Incorrect. Looking for
Neville or Neville Longass?
no long.
Neville.
Long
That's a
bottom.
Did I
wrestler.
say what I say?
You said long ass.
Excuse me.
Adrian
Never
Neville.
read books, by the way.
Or Aaron Neville, the singer.
Next question. DC movies. DC movies. What is the name of the company that Hal Jordan works for in Green
F
Lantern?
this movie.
I like that.
That's all I'm going to say.
Do you?
I do.
In fact,
I like it more than I like.
5.
Not more than The Dark
4.
Knight Rises, but
3. You're just talking to yourself.
I
2.
don't like The Dark Knight
F
Rises.
Mark
this
Donovan.
movie.
Ferris Air.
That's correct.
Ferris Air.
Correct.
Well, at least it started with an F.
That's the one they both know.
I know.
That's the one.
Yeah, that is weird.
Comic book movies.
All right, we
Oh,
go
they
to
both know
The
that
Hobbit.
one.
These are the other movies in the Lord of the Rings series. The Hobbit. How many trolls capture and attempt to cook Bilbo and the dwarves in an unexpected journey?
Remember that scene?
For the, the 48 frames thing really
Guess a
messed
number.
with some
5.
people. It's
I didn't
weird,
like that.
right?
4. 3.
3.
1. Pens down, please. And Sean.
3.
Correct.
3.
Oh, good God.
So 5-3.
Right, 5 to 3.
5-3,
And
only 2
Donica.
points.
How do I get the one right where you got a billion zillion numbers to
Yeah.
guess?
Okay, next question's from the DCEU.
How do I know that one?
This is a. Go ahead and just. I'll give you the point. Who plays the Flash in Suicide Squad and Justice?
Oh, come on.
There's a lot of people that play the Flash because you have that TV show.
It's a movie trivia show.
Our friend Mark Hamill, friend of
5.
the show, is
Movie
popped
trivia
into
for us. We
the
do here.
CW.
We do movie trivia.
Urza Miller.
For
2.
This Is Us.
1. Pens down, please. And Mark Donica.
Ezra Miller.
Yes.
Grant
Oh.
Gustin would have been
Spelled his
better
first
than
name
Ezra
wrong,
Miller,
but
unfortunately.
Getting a
who
little
cares?
nerd opinion in there.
I know who
That's
it
all I'm
was.
for. All right, your next question comes from a small independent film called Star Wars.
Okay.
And it is, in A New Hope, how does Admiral Moti describe Vader's devotion to his sorcerer's ways?
We hear a lot of these Star Wars questions in the Star Wars Championship coming up in Decliner Collision.
Are you attempting to plug something by any
Yeah, I
chance?
just did. Would you like to become a patron? 5, 4,
A dual
3, 2.
Silly sorcerer
1.
ways.
Pens down. Sean.
Was it childish?
Incorrect.
Outdated.
Nope.
Sad.
Oh,
Looking for
sad.
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 Wah, 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 wah.
Next
Dumb and
question
Dumber.
comes
I
from
knew it started with an
Marvel.
S, though.
Marvel. Who plays
Samson.
Captain George Stacy, Gwen's father, in The Amazing Spider-Man?
Oh.
So if there were like multiple Spider-Mans that showed up together, what would you say?
A lot of people.
No.
5,
Spider-Man.
4.
What
Oh
would you
yeah,
say?
like that. 3,
Not remember.
2, 1. Pens down. And Donica.
He's an asshole. Dennis Leary.
Correct.
Oh,
I
Dennis
know
Leary.
he's an asshole, but it is Dennis Leary.
He sings the
He's an
song.
asshole. Well, then it's Ken Anderson. He's an asshole.
You break my heart.
Oh,
You break
sorry.
my
No,
heart.
let's give Christian a little encouragement. Just, no? Okay.
we're good.
Let's
Okay.
just move on to mixed bag here. Your last question in round one comes from the world of mixed bag. This could come from any corner of the nerd galaxy, and it comes from, well, I'm not going to tell you, I'm just going to read the question.
Thanks.
Cattrall plays the Vulcan Lieutenant Belaris in which Star Trek movie?
Okay, know it.
5, 4, 3.
Is it Star Trek
You pick the
6?
question.
It's either 3 or 6.
Certainly. Kim Cattrall plays the Vulcan Lieutenant
We'll have to
Belaris
wait to
in
see if this
which
is right or
Star
not.
Trek movie?
5.
Let's try it again. Star Trek 6? It's either 3 or 6.
1, Sean.
First contact.
No, that's not right.
Incorrect, Mark
Star Trek
Donica.
5?
It is neither of those. We're looking for Star Trek 6, the
Mm,
undiscovered
yes.
country on the verge of peace.
That's the only thing I got going for me.
All right,
At least I
so
know my Star
There
Trek.
we go. So that is the end of round number 1 as we now get to round number 2.
It's kind of
Mark,
sad.
as
I
we
watch
go to
freaking
Donica
comic
up
book
by
movies
2,
religiously,
Gerber coming back strong
and
in
I
round
still
number
know my Trek
2.
more than the
wheel
comic book
will
movies.
emerge. The wheel of destiny / doom / potential justice has 12 slices on it. They're from 10 different categories in inner geekdom knowledge, as well as a spinner's choice and an opponent's choice. In round number 2, each competitor is going to hear 5 questions. You're each going to hear 5 questions as opposed to normal 4 in the regular movie trivia Schmoedown. Your questions are still worth 2 points apiece.
I wonder who the Patreon supporter will be today. Oh, that's right. It's Inner Geekdom. There ain't none.
To 1 point. I'm going to remind the competitors that stealing is available in round number 2. However, there is still no penalty for missing a question. Because Mark Donica is not only the favorite, Christian, he's also in the lead just by 2 over Gerber. Donica, you are going to have the first choice. Would you like to spin now or defer to your opponent?
Call me crazy.
You are crazy.
You are crazy.
Thank you. Sean, go first.
All right.
All right, Sean
Okay.
Gerber going to be spinning first here.
This ought to be interesting.
Looking for MCU or DCU. You know, he's
Yeah,
looking
now
for...
they got the other Star Wars wedge in there again. What the hell's going on? They had that other one on there for the longest time, and now they revert back. What's going on? Also, honest question, why is Mixed Bag not on there?
What's he
Gonna go past opponents. It could be DC movies or heroes, and he's wearing a shirt of heroes. Wow,
It's going away from it.
bidding against.
His shirt literally says
He's
Heroes.
not wrong, though.
He went against the shirt.
Well, it could go anywhere.
Are there
though,
any
too.
heroes anymore, Christian?
Well, we're
Is
gonna find out.
nothing
What has happened to all the
sacred.
Cowboys? Isn't that a movie? All right.
All right, here we go.
Here it comes. And we could be looking at a
Oh,
spinner's choice
oh.
here.
Oh,
All
oh,
Wow, that was...
you will pay for
Boy,
your
that might have just
foolishness.
sunk and they looked obviously
Not me,
like
though.
that
That is
something
tough
you
because
I might
heroes
actually get
can
some
come
more
from
questions
really
right.
any different movie category, but Star Trek is primarily Star Trek.
That is a good question. Why is Mixed Bag not on there?
All right,
They need to
Sean,
put
you
that
got
on
5
there.
questions here in round number
Maybe they'll
2.
do that for starting for round
What
2.
song do Kirk, Spock, and McCoy sing around the campfire
Ooh,
in Star Trek Final
it's the
Frontier?
one I've seen the least,
Multiple
for
choice.
obvious reasons.
A, This Land Is Your Land. B, Home on the Range. C, On Top of Old Smoky.
On Top of
D,
Old Smoky?
Row your boat.
B.
Incorrect for the
C.
steal. What did you say?
Row your boat.
Correct for 1
Oh,
point.
okay.
All right, the steal.
Donica, he had guessed Star Trek 5.
Every time I think of row, your boat, I think of that
Question
freaking
number 2 in Star
Garfield
Trek 3.
episode.
The Genesis planet had caused controversy, so
Starship
only specific
took
vessels were permitted to go there.
Son,
Which
Things the-
starship
the
took
Grissom.
Lieutenant Savick
USS
and Kirk's
Grissom.
son David to Genesis?
Multiple choice.
A, USS Grissom.
Yeah, Grissom.
USS Kelvin. USS Reliant. USS Hood.
Reliant.
Incorrect.
Kelvin.
Incorrect. Looking for Grissom.
Yep.
Grissom. All right, question 3 here for Sean. Question 3. In Star Trek Beyond, our heroes are able to find the captured crew members because Spock secretly installed the tracking device into what gift for Uhura?
Multiple choice.
A, a bracelet. B, a ring. C, a necklace.
Feels like
D,
it'd be a
communicator.
necklace. Necklace makes sense.
Is it a necklace?
Correct for
Okay.
1 point.
All right, that's about all you can ask for is getting
There's
a
the
couple
one
of these
thing I know
multiple
about
choices
Star
right.
Trek.
Yeah, all right, here we go. Question number,
Jewelry.
this is 4? Question 4. What are the names of the 2 humpback whales
Oh,
in
oh.
Star Trek 4?
One's
The Voyage
Gracie.
Home?
Multiple
See.
choice.
A, Abbott and Costello. B, Susan and Frank.
Gracie and George.
C, Adam and Eve. D,
I knew
Gracie and
one
George.
was Gracie.
Abbott and Costello.
Gracie is
Correct,
pregnant.
Donica, the choices are either Abbott and
How the
Costello,
hell do you
Susan and
know
Frank,
that?
Adam and Eve, Gracie and George.
Gracie and George.
Yeah.
1 point.
Ooh.
Boy, what a steal as we close out Gerber.
Sean Gerber, gotta watch your track.
One last question. Leonard Nimoy appears in how many Star Trek films? 20 seconds to answer this one.
8. First 6, Star Trek 09, and Into Darkness.
5, 4, 3, 2.
8.
Correct.
Whoa.
Good job, Sean. Nice pull.
That was not a bait and switch where you're just going down to the wire.
Nice
for the
one.
sake of
Needed that
was
one.
not done on purpose, but what a guess, and that takes us out of Gerber's round because now he's only trailing by 1. Could have been in a lot worse position with Donica stepping up to the wheel.
That was a huge get there, too, because he would have put himself in a big deficit. Donica.
And Donica could have very easily stolen that.
Yep, he could have. So this is big. Donica now wants to get
Not out of the woods yet, though.
away with, but we'll see.
Walks up to the wheel like he's going to punch
With
it.
the manly man spit. Man. Manly man. Manly man.
And Donica focused on what wedge he is going to get. Round and round it goes. You know he wouldn't mind a star
Coming back around there.
Christian, this could be opponent's choice or MCU.
He's staying with MCU.
That's a risk, though, because Sean knows his MCU.
Of the Marvel Cinematic
He better get him.
All right, your first question of
It's
5
a risk.
Who did Lady Sif and Volstagg deliver the ether to in the mid-credit
Collector.
scene of Thor: The Dark World?
The Collector.
2 points.
Yep.
If you saw Infinity War, you already know that. You wouldn't even need to have seen that.
Where did Jonathan
Jonathan
Pangborn
Pangborn
tell
tell
Stephen Strange to go find healing?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Kunlun? Is it B, Kamar Taj? Is it C, Nova Roma? Or is it D, Hyboria?
It's Kamartaj.
1 point.
Yeah.
1 point for Mark Donica. And what great pronunciation by Mark Ellis. That guy's really on his game. Your next question.
I should know
What is
that.
the name
I should really like that one.
Robert Redford's evil plan involving the helicarriers in Captain America: The Winter Soldier?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Project Insight, B, Project Endgame,
Must be A.
C, Project Clean Slate, or D, Project Winter
Project
Soldier?
Insight.
1 point for
He seemed very
Donica.
confident of that as soon as he heard
He
it.
knew it as soon as I said it, Christian. He knew it. On the tip of his tongue. Your next question. In the movie Ant-Man, what food did Luis offer to make for Scott after he returned home from being fired from his new job?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, French toast, B, waffles, C, omelets, or D,
Waffles?
pancakes?
Waffles.
1 point for Donica, and he's chipping away his round like what Gerber was hoping to do with Star Trek. One more question here for you in round number 2, and your question is, Ben Browder, known for his work in sci-fi television, makes a cameo in which Marvel Cinematic Universe movie?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Wow.
I don't know how that's the one he knew for 2 points, but he got it, and all of a sudden, what was a
Farscape.
cagey round negotiated by Gerber? Donica outdoes him in that realm, and he finds himself sitting on an 8-point lead going into round 3.
Let's hope Sean can get something together. Let's hope he can pull some comic book
It is the
questions in
final
a
round, the round that will
round
determine
3.
who moves on to round 2
See if he
and
can
one
get
step
back in
closer to
this.
the live event on September 8th, hosted by us.
Get your tickets now.
Thank you very much for completing that statement. Each competitor is going to give us a series of 3 numbers. These numbers range from 1 to 16. Those numbers each correspond to a different part of inner geekdom lore on this very answer desk that we sit upon. Your first question is worth 2 points. Your next question is worth 3 points. Your last question, should we get that far, is worth
Should we
5
get that far?
points.
That's the
Donica,
big question.
Commandingly doubling Gerber's total thus far at 16 to 8. You will be giving us your 3 numbers first.
1, 9, and 8.
1, 9,
1, 9, 8.
Donica, Sean Gerber.
5, 2, and 11.
All right, so Gerber is up first. He's trying to avoid the TKO here. He can afford to miss the 2, but he has to hit his 3 and his 5. But here we go.
Yeah, but getting the 2 would probably help
So
a lot.
Gerber, you took category 5. It's Indiana Jones.
Great.
Indiana Jones.
I deserve that.
All right, here we go for 2 points. Where does the opening scene of Kingdom of the Crystal Skull take place? Five, 4, 3.
This is wrong, but India.
2. And for Area 51.
Oh,
Area 51. Okay.
Oh, that's right, with the fridge.
So now Gerber has to hit this, or Mark Donica will win via TKO and go on to play Mike Kalinowski in round number 2.
Come on, Sean.
You chose for your 3-pointer Marvel films.
Okay.
Hey, all right.
Got a shot at least.
In the realm of Marvel, 3-point, Sean needs to hit this. All right, Sean.
Come on, Sean.
X2, X-Men United. Which X-Man could be seen given an interview on a television at the bar where Mystique drugged out one of Magneto's prison guards? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Can you repeat the question?
It's your second one. In X2, X-Men United, which X-Man could be seen giving an interview on a television at the bar where Mystique drugged one of Magneto's prison guards?
Is it Pyro?
5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll use my last repeat.
1. Last one. In X2, X-Men United, which X-Men could be seen giving an interview on a television at the bar where Mystique drugged one of Magneto's prison guards? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Isn't right, but Beast.
That is correct.
Oh!
That was in the other one.
Again, Gerber, this is like the old days
Wow.
of Schmoedown when people actually went down to the wire because they didn't know the answer to the question.
That was a huge effing pull.
Repeats, but he has one question left.
Wow.
He could tie Donica with this.
He could tie it and avoid the TKO.
Yeah, unfortunately, he
All right,
had
here
to
you
use
go.
a lot
For
to
your
get to
final
that
question,
point.
in order to tie it and avoid the TKO, here you go. In the realm of DCEU.
Okay. He's got a shot.
5 points. What is the name of the Scottish sharpshooter in Wonder Woman?
God, what kind of question is that? That's a thinker.
5, 4, 3, 2.
I just know he sings. I
1.
don't know who that is.
And you're
Oh.
by way of technical knockout.
Yeah, another TKO, but this one, it was way more competitive, which is good. It's a step in the right direction.
He couldn't quite conjure it, but Sean Gerber, a cagey match, but Donica, and he's already left the building.
He's leaving. Well, yeah. Well, he's going. He's already.
Denim, the power of denim.
That's going to be a fight. But look, Gerber took a last-minute fight here. Didn't have a chance to kind
He
of.
spun Star Trek. I mean, he spun Star Trek. It's just it's a corner of Intergeekdom that he's not that familiar with. He tried the multiple choices way around. Donica didn't have a great round 2, but he just did the Gerber strategy a little bit better, and that really paid off for him in round 3.
Yeah, it looks like this is going to be some kind of a fight here between the Lions Den now and Corruption with Mike Kalinowski. I bet you Kalinowski's happy about this, so we're going to find out. But I want to hear from both Mark Donica and Sean Gerber talking to Jen Sturger. Here we go.
What's up, movie trivia Schmoedown fans? Jen Sturger here
Yeah.
with the Lions Den.
Good thing Mark's tall, because I can see
How
him.
you feeling after that match, guys?
I'm feeling amazing. I knew exactly what I was going to do, which was win. I'm going on to September 8th to face Jason Inman. I don't care if it's Kalinowski or whoever I got in my way. They're going down.
Yeah, he murdered this guy Goober.
It's Gerber.
Or whatever his name is.
Sean Goober.
I mean, Burnett pulled the old okey doke. You know what
The
I mean?
okey doke?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's the okey doke. It's the switcheroo.
Okay.
Yeah, that kind of stuff.
Wonder if Mike
You know
will
what I mean?
show up.
I'm going to Europe anyway. But anyway, that being said, we're sick of not having belts. We feel like the Viper Squad. You know, we kind of don't want to do that anymore. We don't want to be labeled by any of these guys.
But to
We're
be fair,
champions.
Donica's putting up a really great fight for you guys so far in Intergeekdom, you know, where some
no,
of the
he's
rest
great.
of your faction is kind of falling short just in the final rounds.
They'll be fine. Well, so what are you saying? Are you saying we're
Exactly
like
what I
the Viper
just
Squad?
said. No, I'm not saying that at
What
all.
about the other squad?
The Fight Club?
Yeah, that dumb squad too. They have no belts either, right? Anyway, we had belts before, and we'll get them again. This guy is going to lead the charge first. Then Ken's going to figure out a way to do it as well. And then JT is going to win the heavyweight championship off that dunce Cap Levine. And then what's the next one? The
So next
tag
you're
team
gonna
belts.
be
Yeah, we're going to do
facing-
that too.
Cool. Next we're going to be facing Mike Kalinowski. How are you feeling about this?
He's running around so much trying to get corruption out of this place. I don't think he's had any chance to study. I don't think he's worth it, really. I
He's
think
a big mouth moron.
I'm gonna TKO him.
And he's a choke artist too.
Yep.
Now what? He has Thad in his back pocket now? What's going on with this? What
are your thoughts on this
Kalinowski
whole
calling the
thing?
shots here?
I mean,
I try to understand a little bit of what he's saying there, but I think I get the gist is that Kalinowski, this is all backfired on you. We're coming for you. Donica is the future, not just the Lions, then the future of the league and much, much more. Look at him. Look at him. We watched this game. I appreciate Sean stepping in, but we're talking about practice. We're talking about practice here today for Donica. That's what we're talking
Lovely
about.
Allen Iverson
Whatever
reference.
his name is, right?
It's Gerber.
The Gerber baby. He's in the baby food jars. You know that. Kalinowski's a loser.
Can I have a mic
He's a
back?
good-looking guy, but he's a loser.
Okay. Well, Sean, it's like your shirt says, I still believe in heroes.
I do.
It was a rough match. The wheel, it just goes to show you, the wheel can either be your best friend or it can absolutely destroy you. And landing on
The
Star Trek,
movies could be your good
I feel
friend.
like you kind of knew your number.
Trek is your friend.
Yeah, the wheel giveth and the wheel taketh away. As soon as I spun Star Trek, I couldn't take Heroes just because it goes in too many different directions. I couldn't trust it. There were still 2 different Marvel slices on the board, 2 different DC slices. I had to go for it to try and get some superheroes, some comic book stuff in there. Didn't work. Got Star Trek. Donica,
multiple choice.
yeah, I mean, honestly, I was just trying to minimize the steal points at that juncture. But when it came to but then when Donica spun MCU, I would have had 2 points on all those questions for the record. But yeah, it was a tough draw. It came down to the wheel, so it showed me where I need to go study with Star Trek, and that's what I'll have to do when I come back in Inner Geekdom.
I was just gonna say anything you do differently, but I guess what it comes down to is just learning your weaknesses.
Absolutely.
And focusing on them and building those categories up. Right?
Absolutely, yeah. My weakness in Star Trek was exposed greatly here, and it cost me the match. So that is something that I will make sure does not happen again.
But we have not seen the last of you. What's
No,
next?
absolutely not. I still want to compete. I know that I'm out for this tournament for Inner Geekdom, but as soon as things get going again, I'll make a march toward the championship, whoever it's going to be at that time. My money's on Crusher, but good luck to Jason Inman and everybody else in there. Outside of that, then of course Sabina and I are still together with Superhero News, so we're ready to get back into team divisions. We're 1-1, so we're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. We're ready to get back in there and compete as well.
Well, best of luck to you. Get
Thank
some
you.
studying done. We'll
I
see you
will.
again soon.
I got to go watch Star Trek. See you guys.
Good luck. That's a long day. Guys, huge matches coming up, so that looks like Donica's going to be moving on and facing Mike Kalinowski. That's going to be one for the ages.
I mean, to nobody's surprise, Dagnino making fun of Kalinowski, but then everyone taking shots at Kalinowski.
Deservedly so.
But Donica very excited to be moving on to round number 2, as we're going to see Kalinowski versus Donica, old school versus new school. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, and Gerber classy in his interview as well, and I think that he's one of these guys where it's like you're still young in your career. I think he's going to go home even this week. He might take and watch all the Star Trek movies. He's not that far off from knowing a little something about every wedge on the wheel, just needs a little more reps.
Collider Collision happens on July 13th. Listen to all these matches we got going down. In video number 1, we start off with the triple threat match between the Machine versus Stacey Howard versus
another Machine.
Ethan Irwin at a later date.
And then we have a Star Wars match that is a different style of Star Wars match, or at least it's a different competitor than who we thought we were going to have. Tell us about how that went down.
Well, we had Alex Damon, who was supposed to be going up against the champion, Sam Whitwer. Sam Whitwer's not going to be able to compete for a long time, so they were going to just award the championship to Alex Damon. He said no, so he put out an open challenge, and who took the challenge? But Bruce Green from Rooster Teeth is going head-to-head for the Star Wars championship at the Collider Collision.
Wow.
And finally, in video number 1, we close out with Dangerous Dan Murrell makes his return. There he is right there, going up against Dastardly Drew Guy in a singles match. That's the end of video number 1.
It's going to be kind of a lopsided end to video number 1, but then video number 2.
Very in-depth part 1.
Tell them about it.
Well, you start off with the Inner Geekdom match, and that is the first match. Well, one of the matches in round number 2. The Crusher, Rachel Cushing, goes up against Super Zip, Eric Zipper in a battle, and then the main event. It is an Iron
I like that
Man
they're
match
pushing
for the
that
team
match
championship.
farther
The
back
Patriots
in the
try to get
card,
their titles back against
building up
above line
the tournament as a
Sam
big deal,
Levine
as they should.
and Drew McWeeny for the titles. It all happens on July 13th. Make sure that you check it out. If you're not a patron and you want to become a patron, go there, check it out right now. It is patreon.com/Schmoedown. Become a patron today.
That is Christian Harloff. I am Mark Ellis. Check out the Schmoedown Rundown. Check out the Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook group. Ask to be a member. And in the meantime, we're going to go hydrate with the sports drink of Movie Trivia Schmoedown Choice 10K.
Okay. What is this?
Oh,
Damn.
Why is it every time I come in here, the horsemen are
What are
looking
you doing with
at my
Moan
room?
here?
Hey, Snyder. Like, I just don't get it, Goat. I don't get it. Greatest of all time? What makes you any greater than me? Okay? I've defended the belt more times than you, held on to it longer for you. What makes you so great?
Well, you and JTH, so you're like half as great.
Yeah.
Maybe less.
Listen, I know you and everybody else out there thinks that you're going to be playing Sam Levine once you claw your way back to the top of the league, okay? You've been gone a long time, buddy. This is my league, okay? I'm going to take care of Bibiani, I'm going to take care of Levine, and then you and I can square off the way we're always meant to. Listen, I just want to let you know, that's what's going to happen, okay? You hang on to that for me, okay? And I'll see you later.
I'm just sitting here looking at pictures. Who are these people?
I'm with you, Dan.
What's up, Schmoedown fans? Frank here, and it is time for your Schmoedown breakdown. Sean Gerber steps in for Robert Meyer Burnett, but it doesn't matter who it is because Donica, for the 4th straight match in the Inner Geekdom, puts up 7 points.
He kept it close for a while, then Star Trek happened.
Point lead after 1. Second round wasn't too kind to Gerber as he lands on Star Trek. Now, Star Trek has been a round 2 category 5 of the 11 Inner Geekdom matches this season.
Yeah.
Back to the round, Gerber
That's
goes
great.
on 4 questions and throws up a Hail Mary on the last one. Good for 2 points, but still trails by 1 even after his turn. Now Mark Donica lands on MCU and goes 5 of 5 with a few multiple choices sprinkled in. In his career, Donica is a perfect 16 of 16 in the MCU. In the final round, we saw Gerber throw up 1 more Hail Mary on his 3-pointer. Unfortunately, that would not be enough. Mark Donica wins 16-11 by TKO. In the tournament so far, this is the 5th straight match decided by KO or TKO.
Yeah.
Inside the numbers, Gerber went 8 of 18. In total, nearly 40% of his questions on the day were in the category of Star Trek. And looking
Like a very respectable, almost 80%.
For 78% correct. This is his best performance since his debut in the Fatal 5-Way when he answered 83% of his questions. If you want to find out all their stats about this match and from around the league, check out SD Rundown Stats on Twitter. And don't forget to check out the Schmoedown Rundown every Saturday on
Different rundown.
Factory.
I guess they felt like showing another one now.
This has been your Schmoedown Breakdown.
Thank you, Frankie Stats Janish. Okay, Sean Gerber, hats off. He did a very admirable job stepping in at very last minute. Unfortunately, you can tell that he still has some catching up to do in terms of some franchises, Star Trek. Again, I think it's very important for people to start seeing Star Trek. Obviously, since the champion is a complete Star Trek buff, he's going to absolutely slaughter anybody that is not even halfway adequate in the Star Trek category. People have got to start watching their Star Trek. A lot of them are good movies too, so that is what makes it kind of surprising that many people don't know more of them. But Mark Donica, he advances as we all kind of thought might happen, especially with a last-minute fill-in player. He, at the moment, will play Mike Kalinowski. Who knows? Knowing how Kalinowski's been doing, he'll probably weasel his way out of that, play somebody he thinks he has a better chance to win against. But that match is going to be very interesting. That'll be full-on heel versus full-on heel. Be very interesting. It's not been very often we've had, the heel versus heel scenario in Schmoedown. There's been a couple of them. None that I can remember off the top of my head that's happened, though. So that's going to be very, I guess, yeah, top 10 Patriots for a little while was heel on heel. So, yeah, those encounters are always fun. It's always funny to see 2 bad guys going at it, seeing who comes out on top. So, yeah, very much looking forward to seeing that match and how it plays out. So, yeah, they announced the new updated card. I was going to bring up the fact of Sam Whitner in the Star Wars Championship, but they brought it up for me, so I don't have to deal with. I don't have to say that anymore. So, the new card is very, very interesting. Obviously, Rachel's going to be in there. Going to be very excited to see that. That whole part 2, I'm going to be very excited to see. Rachel Zipper and the Team Iron Man match. And that part 1. Really looking forward to seeing Dan Merle come back and whip some dude's ass. That's all I'm going to say about that. So, yeah, that's going to do it for this edition of JTH Reacts to the Movie Trivia Schmoedown. Like, comment, share, subscribe to the Schmoedown videos. Follow me on Twitter at WWEJTH1. And as they pointed out, join the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown Facebook page. You can get some behind-the-scenes information about some things regarding the Schmoedown. If you were on the Schmoedown Facebook page, you already knew about the unfortunate Burnett news. So it does have some benefits to join that Facebook page. And also join the official Movie Trivia Schmoedown Twitter page at the Schmoedown. But until next time, this is JTH saying until next time, thank you for watching, and I bid you adieu.